In today's video, I'm going to be back in electric car driving with the AMG 1, and I'm going to be taking on a track for a challenge. Now the rules are, we cannot crash this thing and we cannot spin it out. It's going to be very hard, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm going to take you guys with me, so just imagine that you're in the seat beside of me, in the passenger seat. But let's launch this thing in 3, 2, 1, blast off. The acceleration is insane. I didn't even feel any tire spin. It just hooked up and took off. That's how I know this thing is crazy. Oh, yo, this thing is so yo. How are we even taking the turns at that speed? Yo, let's sort it out. This thing is breaking physics already. But it's good, but it's also very insane because the fact that this thing is so fast means that we're gonna have a hard time. The faster the car is, the more you're gonna brake. And I also remember this big flying over in this specific car because this was the first car that I took on the track. Like when the track just came out, this was the first car I took on the track, and I went flying over that bit because I didn't know it was that steep of a turn. But now that I do have more experience on the track and like I have most of the turns memorized, I don't think that's gonna happen to me again that easily. But this thing is insane. Like you guys don't understand, man. This thing is gonna be so hard to turn. Well, not really hard to turn, but so hard to brake on time. It's not even fun. But hopefully, me and you guys make it through in one piece. And I got pretty much got your guys' life in my hand. So far, I'm doing okay. I have a lot of faith in myself. You guys have faith in me as well. And this thing is not easy to control. It's doing well though. Like it's taking the turns, but it's just so fast. Like it's a car you gotta be very careful with. Like anything can go wrong any second. And the fact that this thing is just so fast, like it's breaking physics. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like being able to go this fast, especially into some of these turns, is just crazy. Like I think this is the fastest I've ever taken turns in videos. I've probably been faster, but I wasn't recording. I feel like I've actually gone faster than other cars. Like I just wasn't recording. Like with oh my yo, I think this is the fastest I'm going in a video. Or the fastest I was going like doing this challenge in a car. This is the fastest car I think I took on the challenge. In terms of acceleration, this thing might not be the fastest on top speed, but in terms of acceleration, this thing is the fastest car that I've taken on the challenge so far. I'm not gonna say track, because I think there's cars that taken on track that are faster. But this thing is absolutely crazy. But I gotta be very careful. I can't say that enough because like if I go too fast in one turn, that's it. There's no slowing down. You gotta make sure that you brake early and you brake a lot. I really say a lot, but to the point where the car can turn without like losing control. Because I want this thing to make it to the end in one piece, and I also got your guys' lives in my hands, so I'm gonna try my best not to crash out there trying after me. I do have a lot of faith in myself. I hope you guys have faith in me as well, especially if you're in the car with me. And this thing is not easy to control, yo. Whenever I hear the tires touch the grass, though, it's scary. Even though this thing is always driving, it's very scary. They still haven't like fixed the first person camera, like fix the angle. So I gotta be like this in first person, which is even more scarier, but I feel like I can see what I'm doing a little clearer than in third person. I feel like the car is just so loud in third person as well. It's not even funny. But I love this thing either way. Then I said like a little third person action. Whoa. Whoa. Gotta be very careful with this thing. But the way this thing is just glued to the ground is insane. It's like it has a lot of downforce. Like it's just glued to the ground pretty much. Whoa! You got so close to the rail there, it's not even funny. Your hair is very careful. Oh my gosh, this thing is absolutely insane. I'm impressed that I haven't crashed it yet. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm very happy that I haven't. But this thing is just so insane. It's so fast. It's just breaks the physics of everything. Yo, we almost messed up, and it was because of the same reason I said we were gonna make sure that we break early, because if we don't, that's it for us. Almost messed up here because we didn't break enough. But look at the speed we're going and taking some of these turns. We took that turn at 240 plus. Yo, that's insane. Yo, this thing is breaking physics. I'm not even kidding. If that was the other car, bro, I would be saying goodbyes. I would have to be explaining to you guys why I failed. Oh, it's getting bumpy. You gotta be careful. That bump could have messed us up, but as I said, this thing is glued to the ground. Whoa! Did he kiss the rail there? Did he kiss the rail? I'm pretty sure we kissed the rail there. But I'm not gonna classify that as a fail because it's not necessarily a crash. I mean, tapping the rail, even a little love tap, is not a crash. When I say crash, I mean like if you go full send into the rail, like head on into the rail, then I'll classify that as a crash. Or if you spin out and hit the rail, then that's a crash. Giving the rail a little love tap isn't really a crash. It also depends on how hard you hit the rail and which part of the car hit the rail as well. But if you like just really rub it, that's not really a crash. Like a little bump, a little love tap, that's nothing to fail a challenge. But we got so close to the rail when we've done it. I'm pretty sure the mirror of the side of the car would have rubbed it a bit, but as I said, I don't really think that as a crash, so I'm going to give this thing that it hasn't failed the challenge. So far it's doing pretty well. I'm very impressed with it, and we're able to take the speed so well. We're able to take the speed, we're able to take the turn so fast. Like imagine driving in real life and going to a turn that's very steep. I'm not talking like a little turn, a very steep turn, a 240 plus. That would be insane. I wouldn't feel safe. I'd have to have like every single protected gear known to mankind. But this thing takes the turn so well, like even though I'm flowing through the turn, still hugging the turn and hugging the apex like crazy. Like look at that. This thing is pretty much breaking the physics. And it's a track car, so it's meant for stuff like this, which is also very impressive. Like the way how it's able to stay glued to the ground and take the turns at such high speeds is insane. Look at that. Okay, we gotta slow down. This is a very big turn. We don't want to try to go closer and get this turn. The longer the turn is, the hardest one we can make it through going super fast. It's glued to the ground. If that was the other car, I'm pretty sure we would have got some major ear time here, but this thing is just glued to the ground. This thing turns so fast, it's not even funny. You're just breaking the physics pretty much. This thing is insane. And it also turns very sharp. Like I've realized that I've been going in the grass a lot, because this thing turns so sharp. And I think that's also why I got so close to the rail, because like when this thing turns, it like it just wants to go full send into the turn, like it snaps into the turn, which is good, but it can also be very bad if it's not timed perfectly. But and when I say this thing, the AMG1 successfully passed the challenge, this thing is so fast. Look at it, it's glued to the ground, like you can legit see it. It's like it wants to take off, but the car's not allowing it. It's just shaking. We're going 370, we're hitting top speed 370. Okay, we're flying past our turn. The brakes are insane. We're able to stop in a very short distance as well. Yeah, this thing is crazy. It's fast, it has good handling. I don't know what else I would want in a car for a track. Good handling and speed. It does slide, but it's not like oversteer or power slide. It's very controlled. It's like one tire is just losing grip, but the other tires still have the grip. It's like, let's say this tire is losing grip, but these other three tires still have grip, so it's just pushing that tire to slide through the turn pretty much. I think we need some, well, the game doesn't have acronym, so never mind that. I don't think we can change the acronym. Maybe we could mess with the toe, but this thing is insane. I'm just going to show you guys set up real quick. This thing blew my mind. The camber, the caster, the stiffness, the rear, the damping, the rear, tight offset. That's pretty much stock wheel offset. I did push them out a bit just because I don't really like when the wheels are tucked in that much, but I don't really think it makes that major difference on the handling. The gearbox, I did change this, well, mainly the first, second, and third gear. I'm not sure if I changed the fourth gear. I don't know where the stock it is, but I did mess with it a bit, so I recommend just slowing down the video, pause it if you want to like get the exact copy or the exact numbers. I recommend you change it because as you can see, this thing has crazy acceleration and speed. It goes through the turns so fast. The differential is have it final drive, torque vector, front lift power, front lift coast, front lift preload, rear lift power, rear lift coast, rear lift preload. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but I recommend you guys changing it exactly to this because it handles very well. I'm going to be honest with you, like it handles super well for how fast it's taking the turns. Like this thing broke physics in the game. I'm not saying in real life, in the game it definitely did. And the steering, just have it. But hope you guys enjoyed, hope you found it helpful. If you made it to this part of the video, which is pretty much the end, you could see that I did not crash with you guys, so make sure to leave a like. I got you through the video in one piece, so that's a very, very big accomplishment for everyone who's still here, pretty much. I mean, like, probably only one person will fit in the car, but we're just imagining that everyone was in the car. Imagine that. I think you could probably fit 3 persons in the car. I mean, like, could probably squeeze someone in between the seats, and then you have to put one foot there, one foot there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. As I said, peace out.